Hello, I'm Fred Willard, and this is Totally Obsessed. We travel everywhere to meet people who are totally obsessed, and as you can see, we have been very, very busy. There are a lot of you out there. First up, let's meet Steve Mancini, a 32-year-old man from Manahawkin, New Jersey, who is totally obsessed with the television show Miami Vice.
Power to the headquarters. I wanted to be a cop because of Miami Vice. There were 111 episodes of Miami Vice, and I probably watched each one 500 times. It's called Justice, Crockett. It's called Vengeance, my friend. Plain and simple. That's my favorite.
He would like reenact little scenes, and he never knew that I heard him in his room.
I was into not only the whole cast, but everything that went along with that. The Ferrari, the music, the pastels.
I got kind of worried when Steven wasn't coming out of his room that much. He was watching Miami Vice a lot, but when he actually started dating girls, I felt much, much better.
After high school, Steve continued to follow in the footsteps of Sonny Crockett.
Sonny Crockett went into the military. I went into the service. He was a police officer. I became a police officer.
Steve dresses the part, drives the part, and if that wasn't enough, Steve decided to take his obsession all the way to the altar. And just like the original Sonny Crockett, Steve wouldn't think of tying the knot without his partner, Tubbs, at his side.
He came because I actually wrote to him and explained my whole life. There's no other person in the world that I find close to my heart like he is.
When Steven told me he was going to send an invitation to Philip Michael Thomas, I honestly thought he was nuts.
I was shocked when I found out that he was coming to my wedding.
The surprise addition of Philip Michael Thomas to the wedding party left Steve's best man stunned.
He stood right next to me. So now I'm kind of looking to my left and like, what am I supposed to do? And like, he's right next to me. And like, was he supposed to be here right next to me? And apparently I found out that he was another best man. I think everybody at that moment was struck with amazement.
From a tabletop shrine to a wedding cake topped with Tubbs, it was Steve's obsession, not his bride, taking center stage.
He had a big screen set up at the reception, and he had captions of him and Janie, and all of a sudden you hear the background of Miami Vice. And here comes clips, his favorite clips of the show.
I thought that he was going a little overboard with everything being Miami Vice at the wedding.
And all of a sudden, you know, it just turned from this wedding into this like exhibit thing about Tubbs.
And to cap off Steve and Janie's special day, a heartfelt toast, not to their marriage, but to Tubbs.
Phil Michael Thomas's presence is unmistakable.
You know, I wasn't that happy about that.
His character flawless, his stare hypnotic.
At that point, I'm looking to my left and looking to my right. It's like, is everybody seeing what I'm seeing?
Tough, unique, bad, bold, and sassy. A gentleman who would give rather than receive.
I was ready to walk out.
I presented him with my Elizabeth Police badge, number 110, encased in glass with a tribute plaque to Phil Michael Thomas.
And then Philip Michael Thomas returned the favor with a gesture that moved Steve to tears.
Very honored to have had the chance to inspire him to be a police officer.
Now, Tubbs gets up there, and he had, like, this serious, stern face, like, well, you know, let me let you know that everything is neat and, you know, marriage is so sweet. And he kept, like, rapping and that kind of thing.
Remember that love is the magic, and the magic is you. When you mix love and the recipe, dreams come true.
I almost fell off my chair, and I started laughing.
An emotional end to a day Steve will never forget, and a day his wife may live to regret.
If I had to choose between Miami Vice and my wife, Janie, I would have to choose Miami Vice.
I can be your hero.
Philip Michael Thomas looks great. I wonder if he does bar mitzvahs.